The Jimmy G factor. I think most people agree if the Niners lose this game, it's going to be because of this guy. I mean, he to me is, I don't know if you would agree, but to me, he's the worst player on the offense right now and the biggest liability on the team. I believe he's the only player since week 13 who's turned the ball over on the team. And the Niners, they give him a run game, they give him an elite defense and say, just throw 25 times, don't turn the ball over, and he still does. And so the Jimmy G factor is crazy. He has a new alibi. Every time he has a bad game the next day, someone's like, oh, but he hurt himself and he has a bump shoulder. Okay, so he hurt his shoulder in the first half. That explains maybe the interception. But to me, the worst play by far from him, and Jimmy, it just encapsulates who I think he is, was the quarterback sneak on fourth down. And this is why I gave him an F, and I stand by this grade. Real quick, it was 4th and an inch, okay? If they execute correctly, the game's over. Over. And nothing happens on that final drive. All that theatrics doesn't happen. Some people said Kyle Shanahan shouldn't have called a quarterback sneak with emotion. Whatever. He called a quarterback sneak with emotion. Who put Trent Williams in motion? Who put him in motion? Who signaled for it, Coach? Jimmy. Jimmy signaled for it. So he looks at Trent and says, go in motion. Jimmy's been playing quarterback his whole life. How do you not know that you got to watch to see him get set and he has to be set for a full second? How disconnected from the moment are you? Dude, that's not a rookie mistake, Coach. That's not even a Pop Warner mistake. That is the lowest football IQ I could think of. And it almost cost them the season.
I'm going to try
4th and an inch to put this game away, and you couldn't even execute that. What the hell is going on with you, dude?
I'm going to disagree. I'm going to disagree with people that say that the motion is on Kyle. Let me ask you a question. Are the Niners known for a team that uses heavy motion?
Yes.
I don't know if they're the top. I don't know if they're the top motion team in the league in the league, but they're known for using motion on the majority of their plays. So it's their identity. Motion is their identity. It should be something Jimmy is comfortable with, and it should be something Kyle should be comfortable with calling, because that's their offensive identity. Motion, right? Using a lot of motion. So I'm not putting that on Kyle for using a play with motion in a critical situation. It's their identity. We talked about last week is when you're in the playoffs, you do what you are, right? You don't go to something different. Bill Walsh said that they're a motion offense. They rely on motion to get matchups. So why would you do something that you do what you are in a critical situation?
Also, it wasn't something that Jimmy Garoppolo was unaware of. The quarterback puts the player in motion. You looked at Trent Williams. You signaled to Trent Williams. You saw him go across the formation. Your job, this is since Pop Warner, is to look at him and make sure that he finishes and gets set, and then you go. So what happened was Jimmy's and the Niners are trying to use this shoulder as the excuse for the bad play in the second half, just like they tried to use the thumb for the excuse in the bad play in Tennessee. But this shoulder had nothing to do with the 4th down quarterback sneaks mess up. That was just choking under pressure. You've done a quarterback sneak your whole life and done it. You're like the quarterback sneak master, but with 4th and 1, with the game on the line, an opportunity to just win and go into Green Bay, you mess up and you forget how to do a motion. No, that's Jimmy. He chokes under pressure. You can't trust him. It's not his arm. It's not the fact that he's got a messed up thumb. It's not the fact that he's got a messed up shoulder. It's the 6 inches between his ears you can't trust. He has the lowest football IQ of any starting quarterback in the league. I'm sorry. And he shrinks in big moments. You couldn't get the quarterback sneak. That's why you get an F. Not because of the interception, not because you missed Brandon Ayuk down the field or whatever. You messed up a quarterback sneak. You messed up a motion that you put in, that you signaled. No. That's choking. That's Reggie Miller right there.
Yeah. You know how like Bill Belichick's phrase is do your job. You know, it's I like know your role. What Jimmy's job in this offense, it's not to be Patrick Mahomes, it's not to be Aaron Rodgers. We need you to make some plays and not make mistakes. That's what he needs to do to win games.
Make some plays, make some 7-yard pass on third.
By make some plays, throw to the guy that Kyle creates that's open, that the running game creates that's open. Throw to that guy.
Really making plays. That's like executing.
Right. Execute. And don't throw to the guy in the other jersey. That's what you need to do. Like
Dude, wait for your guy to get set on a motion that you signaled. Are you kidding? Let me come back to that real quick. I can't get over it because he's playing because Trey Lance might make rookie mistakes. And that's not a rookie mistake. That's a Pop Warner mistake. Dude, Trey Lance wouldn't have done that. No quarterback would do that. That's just choking. Jimmy wouldn't have done that in the third quarter. Jimmy did that because he choked. And I want to say, it's as dumb as what Dak Prescott did 5 minutes later when no one, on the Cowboys, when no one gave the ball to the ref, like they forgot that rule. It was as dumb as that. But the Cowboys get all the press because they lost the game. Well, Jimmy's final play was that.
And it's under your control. That's something you like. The defense isn't coming at you in that moment.
Not a fumble.
That's under your. That's your under your control.
Than the interception. It's way worse than the interception.
Right.
But to me, the interception was such a bad throw. You're rolling to your right. The guy's wide open. You airmail him, and now you're going to blame it on your shoulder. But, dude, he was wide open right in front of you. That was terrible, too. So, the Jimmy G factor in this game, can't trust him. You can't trust him to execute anything in the fourth quarter with the season on the line. Not even a quarterback sneak.
No, and Kyle didn't. What team? I know Deebo Samuel is great, and we all can acknowledge that. What team in that situation on 3rd and 10 is going to run a wide receiver sweep? A wide receiver.
It was the right call. It was the right call.
It was the right call. It was
because of Jimmy. Right. Because of the Jimmy G factor.
That wasn't because Deebo Samuel is great. It was because Kyle did not trust Jimmy in that moment.
No, because Jimmy chokes under pressure.
You think
Jimmy chokes under pressure. And the next play, they're like, all right, here, we just got you 9 yards and 35 inches on 3rd and 10. Jimmy, just get the last inch. And Jimmy's like, give me this.
If we had Kyle on this call right now and he was going to be truthful, if we said, if we gave you Eli Manning in that moment, would he have ran the football to Deebo?
No. And, if the Niners had lost because Jimmy couldn't execute a quarterback sneak, because they're about 5 seconds away from losing, right? If the Cowboys had given the ball to the ref, maybe they get one more play off. Or had there been 5 more seconds on the clock, maybe that mistake from Jimmy, which is inexcusable, cost them the season. In that case, they would have left him in Dallas. They definitely wouldn't have got back on the team flight after that. That's how bad that mistake was.
Yeah, I hate looking at play like one singular play because I'm not. So that play was really bad, and I'm not. I wouldn't have never said that play would cross them, but it would have been that play, the interception, going 5 for what? 5 for 11 for 40 something yards in the second half.
39.
All of that would have cost them to me the season. Now the 4th down would have been a big moment, and that's something.
Right. But the thing that kills me is like why I keep coming back to this one play is like, dude. Once again, you got the injury excuse, and you're going to say, well, he's going to say, well, I was good in the first half, and then I got hurt, and that's why I was 5 for 11 for 39, and the interception came because my shoulder. Dude, what was the excuse for the fourth quarter for the quarterback sneak? Tell me that one. Explain that one to me. And the worst part about it is when Kyle Shanahan says, oh, Jimmy got a little excited. He went, got excited? You're supposed to be cool, calm, and collected. You're supposed to have ice water in your veins. You're the franchise. Hold on. After he said that, Jimmy comes up and says, Kyle said it was my fault. Like, dude, you're supposed. It was your fault. Say it was your fault. Take responsibility for it. And he's like, oh no, we. No, dude, I can't take that with him, man. Take responsibility when you mess up. You are the weakest link on the offense. You're the worst player on the offense. You're the biggest liability on the team. Stop saying we. Stop.
He didn't dare say it was Trent Williams' fault.
No, I mean Daniel Brunskill. Everyone said Daniel Brunskill's the worst player on the offense, right? What game has he cost the 49ers this year? He's fine in his job. He's not a liability. Daniel Brunskill isn't a liability. Tom Compton isn't a liability. There's one liability on the offense. He wears number 10. Total liability.
At the most important position.
People will be like, oh, he was actually a key factor in their win over the Cowboys. No, he was the only reason they almost lost the game. The only reason they almost lost the game. They could have put that game away early, cruised, and not been so freaking tired heading into Green Bay. But no, that game had to go down to the wire because Jimmy couldn't execute a quarterback sneak on 4th and an inch. An inch. He put the dude in motion. Jimmy, you looked at him. You said, Trent, go in motion. And then halfway across, he forgot. He was like, oh, damn. That was – my bad, Trent. I was
yeah.
He gets an F minus.
F minus.
Only because he choked. I mean, I understand people being like, well, he did good stuff in the first half. Yeah, he did do good stuff in the first half, and he choked again in the playoffs in the fourth quarter. So whatever, D, F, you choose.
That's what kills me about Jimmy. And I was going to go into this when we talk about defense, but like the defense could play outstanding for one half and then not play so well for half. But people be like, oh, they played terrible. They're the worst defense in the league.
60-minute game, bro. 60-minute game.
Jimmy does it and like, oh wow, he's got ice water in his vein. Yeah,
he played pretty well.
Yeah.
Come on.
Did you see that last drive? Like